So let's focus on what really happened. The stepdaughter asked her, "Can I come over and stay for the whole Christmas, whatever?" She said no. She explained to her why. Then she said, "Well, I can do this, I can do that," telling her, trying to give her a scenario where it will be okay. She still said no. So her answer was still going to be no. That's why I say don't explain. If your answer was still going to be no, it don't matter the why, right? If it was going to be no, it was going to be no. So let's not focusing on what was said after. That probably was like the clickbait. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so she said no. Because she said no, she decides to yell at her, "Oh, I don't know why daddy talks to you anyway," and hangs up on her face. Y'all so focused on why she said no. The only thing that you need to focus on with that child is not supposed to be smart enough to break all of this down. But even if they are, that's an adult that's supposed to be talked to about that situation. So the daddy should have addressed that. You know? So, okay. So she says no. And hangs up on her, get disrespectful. Tell the daddy say, "Oh, well, if my child not welcome here, then I'm leaving." And y'all, "Oh yeah, yay for the daddy, woo woo woo, he did right. If his child not welcome, then he shouldn't be there either." Pause. Because the first thing I'm trying to figure out is, why are you calling me and not your dad? Let's break that down. If he's staying there, this his house. Oh, I called. She's calling the stepmom in this case, right? Do you know why? Because she runs the house. Not like she's running him, but she runs the house. She knows that everyone knows. Y'all try to play like y'all stupid, don't comprehend. But everyone knows in this scenario that majority of the time, if you come in here, I'm gonna kick your ass. Now I'm gonna go play with somebody else. I'm trying to record with them here, and it's bad. But anyway, majority of the time, the wife, the bad person, the stepmom, the one you guys don't like, is the reason why your child is safe and not at all tripping. Like, what's going on? I can't even record. But anyway, like I was saying, majority of the time, the wife, the whatever, the stepmom, the demon mom, whatever you want to call her, she's the one that's running the house. She's the one that's going to have to deal with the child for a whole week. She's the one going to have to figure out eating. What if the child is bad? What if the child is disrespectful? So you mean to tell me, because the kids have a week off of school, I should give that mom a break? Because let's be clear, it's not like the daddy is giving a break. Yeah, the daddy might be there, but you know, they're going to come to mom. Dad could be sitting right on the couch, and my son still brings me what he wants. They still ask me. They don't even trust them, honestly. So, come on, for real. So, that's my thing. Nobody even questioning. Why didn't she call her dad then? Like, so, in this scenario, I was thinking that maybe he don't speak up, he don't say anything. But he spoke up and said something there, so I'm all confused. He said he leaving, packed his stuff, whatever the case may be. And you're not going to even address the disrespect, so next time I say no to something, it's going to be more disrespect. That's just how it works. But you want me to keep her for a whole week. Now, I'm not saying that her reasons were not crazy. They were. Don't get me wrong. But I think we get so caught up on that you miss the bigger picture. I think if everyone used these tools and think about co-parenting, step-parenting, every aspect of it as everyone, we need a village. Everyone, if you're with this person, you should trust this person enough with your child. So that's where you need to start off first. If you're with a person and you don't trust them with your child, and I mean, you can't say, oh, well, you can babysit her, you can keep her for a week, but I don't trust you to make life decisions. I don't trust you to chastise her. I don't trust you to parent her. I trust you to babysit her, but I don't trust you with all the other stuff. That's not how it works. So you have to first and foremost trust your spouse. If you really trust your spouse, then all of that should come together. Like, I'm old school. So my husband is whatever he say, that's what it is. I'm not, if he's talking to his quote unquote stepson versus his biological son, he can talk to them the same exact way. Okay? I have no issues. If he came and told me, yeah, I had to rough AJ up one day, I'm not going to question him. He's going to break down the story and tell it to me, of course, but I'm not going to, why would you put your hands on him? And da-da-da-da. I can't trust him to be his dad or to be a parent to him when it's only beneficial for me. You see what I'm trying to say? So I don't mind. I don't feel like no one in this world wants anybody else's kids. So if you guys have that in your mind, that you think we get with these men that have kids and we say, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to gain however many kids he had, three kids. Listen, don't get me wrong. We don't mind. But it's not like we're jumping for joy to gain more kids. Even if you don't have kids, you're not jumping to joy to gain kids. That's just not how life works. So no one in this world is going to want to take care of your kid for the only benefit and privilege of just taking care of your kid. Like, they're going to care about them, want to really be in their life. And if you are only setting those boundaries for even your child, this is the type of relationship you're going to have. Nobody's even asking, why don't the stepmom want her to stay over for a week? The daughter could be difficult. You guys don't know that. You're not even asking these questions because you don't care. The only thing you see is a step parent doing something wrong to a kid, and you guys got to stick up for them. And I don't know why. It's like with Eva and her husband. When they got divorced, Eva, the top model, and her husband got a divorce. They have she has 3 kids. 2 of them is biologically his, and 1 of them he adopted. Do you know when they got a divorce, the only child they asked him about was the one that he adopted? They didn't care about the other ones. Because this is good. What are you going to do with your stepchild now? If he said, oh, I'm just not going to be in her life no more, they would have ate that up. They're waiting on it. But if he said that about his kids, y'all don't even care if he going to be in his kid's life. What you going to do with your stepchild? That's crazy to me. Crazy. Okay? Crazy.